Hello, bros, pose, and all other grilled folk. We're back with GrilledTV once again, and we're going to be playing Mario Sunshine, doing some chillin' and grillin' today.
Official.
Yes, GrilledTV official. We're grilled. But yeah, we got a new segment we're going to be bringing you guys called Chillin' and Grillin'. Basically, it's an idea we've had for years, actually, but it's going to be us playing a game and then basically making a dish with our chef, who you haven't seen yet, Chef Sanabs. He's going to be whipping up some video game themed dishes for us. But how about we introduce ourselves? I'm Leon.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Silas. And this is Chillin' and Grillin'.
Sanab's already making burgers up there, but we're gonna put in like what specific ingredients we want, because there's like a couple different burger options we have.
Yeah.
And then if we have time, we might do a pizza and we might do a smoothie, but we'll see. We'll
see how it goes.
We're at least have these burgers. Chef Sanabs is gonna be frantically running around up there trying to do all this. So
That footage is gonna be pretty great.
we'll see what time allows for. So basically, we're gonna be figuring out what we want for a specific burger, but then I'm also gonna be asking some questions that are also themed to Super Mario Sunshine too. So yeah, how about we get into it, boys?
Yeah, let's get it underway.
Silas is gonna be playing Mario Sunshine for us today.
Yeah, he's behind the driver's wheel,
He's an
as it
expert.
were.
I got the
this
sticks,
game.
baby.
For better or for worse. It's been ages since I've played Sunshine, so it's probably a good thing that I'm not the one playing right now. It would be embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some levels that are
Absolutely.
wicked hard in this game too. I mean, the first ones I remember I just played over and over again, like the first couple levels.
Yeah.
Because eventually you get to some fucking levels in this game that are fucking so hard, dude.
There are two levels that are the most annoying if you're trying to 100% it.
What's that?
That is the very end of Corona with Corona the volcano level with Bowser, where you're trying to get, if you want to get every blue coin. And then the other
Dude,
one,
fuck that one.
you will see the island when I expect a dramatic effect for that one.
Oh, man.
You guys want me to run through some of the burgers we're gonna be having today?
Yeah, please do, actually,
Alright.
because I want to know what I want to get.
So, we got
Mario.
Mario's Margarita Burger, which is ground beef, of course, Italian seasoning, salt and pepper,
Of course.
mozzarella cheese, hamburger bun, basil leaves, fresh,
Okay.
cherry tomatoes, sliced, and yeah, that's that one.
All right.
We got Bowser's Blackened Burger. That is ground beef, Cajun seasoning, salt, pepper jack cheese, hamburger bun, and cherry tomatoes for topping.
Sounds good.
Bowser Jr. Fiery Lava Burger.
That's the one that interested me the most when we
Yeah.
were going
No,
over
I
this
love the name
briefly
for
at the
that
beginning.
one.
Yeah.
Ground beef, smoked paprika, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, salt and pepper, pepper jack cheese, hamburger buns, and tomato and onion. And then lastly, we have King Boo's Spicy Pineapple Burger.
Like I said, that sounds really freaking good, too.
I'm
I'm not
already
going to lie.
It's like a big kahuna burger.
Yeah.
Big go.
1 pound of ground beef, salt and pepper, garlic powder, pineapple rings, pepper jack cheese, tomato and onion for topping. So what do those sound like they hit your interests, guys?
I think I'm honestly leaning towards the Bowser Jr. still. Like, that was the one that initially...
Fiery Lava Burger?
Yeah, that was the one that initially got me the most when we were going over this briefly in the beginning, so I'm thinking, yeah.
Okay. What about you, Silas?
I guess I'll, if that's the case, I'll get... Oh, nope, no, I don't want another explanation. I guess if that's the case, I'll take the Bowser's Blackened Burger.
The blackened burger.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, sweet. And I think I'm gonna have the Mario's Margarita burger.
Perfect. I guess King Boo can just get fucked.
Even though
Just
we're
like
all
his
like,
last
ooh, that
fight.
one sounds awesome.
I don't want that though.
I mean, it sounds good.
It's like one of those things that sounds good in practice, but then when it comes down to what you actually want, you're like,
Maybe not pineapple right now.
Bias is strong too, and first impressions are important. So when I first saw that Bowser Jr. one, I was like, I think that's the one I want. As I'm just watching Mario run around, and
So it's like a
doesn't
margarita pizza. Basically.
Doesn't Mario know there's a water ban in effect? Like, this is fucked up.
This was like 2004 or whatever, Dan.
Bro, like, you talk about wasting water, holy shit.
We didn't give
It's
a fuck
not a
back
waste. It's
then.
to fight evil. Come on.
We still don't give a fuck.
Whoever said these things were evil, all right? The government?
It's pollution. It's literally pollution made alive. You're gonna tell me the microplastics in my water net right now are good for me?
I'm not saying they're
They-
evil.
That's what I thought.
They're not good. They're not bad.
You see, evil's very deliberate. Evil wants to be evil for the sake of doing bad things. I don't see something like microplastics as deliberate. They're not even sentient. How can you be evil if you're not sentient?
Because it's fucking up my body.
You're evil. Fuck you.
If I go to the jungle and I touch a poisonous toad, I'm gonna call it evil for fucking killing me.
Why, because you're the one who touched it?
Yes!
Why'd you touch it?
It was just in my way.
Okay, all right. So when Cthulhu comes down out of the sky and steamrolls all of humanity because we were just in his way, is he not evil based on that logic?
No, he's still evil because humanity number one, Dan. Humanity number one. Anyone else who says otherwise,
Fuck the bugs.
It's like,
hell.
like Warhammer 40k moment.
Or the Emperor, Dan.
Helldivers, Starship Troopers logic.
Yes.
Yeah, literally Super Earth.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that game.
I'm for the Federation. I will give my life.
That reminds me of that was another meme that's been popping up recently is the indomitable human spirit.
Guy's the best meme.
It's like
That's
the-
the
What
exact
is
best
that?
meme.
it's like making fun of the in any like movie or game or whatever that you see of like a human going up against like an alien species, humans inevitably win. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Just no matter how outgunned we might be, like you know humans are gonna win,
Yeah.
right?
Because of our indomitable spirit
Right.
and force of fucking will.
And there's like
It's like
a
Independence Day.
there's like a meme.
Yes.
There's like a meme where it's like the
Because America and because we're humans.
It's like the alien
We're the best.
the alien invader watching in horror as I get up after being pumped full of 10 shots of energy weapons, and he finally understands what the indomitable human spirit is.
And when
I
he
haven't
tells
seen
you
those.
otherwise about that
I haven't
meme,
seen
he's-
those yet.
does not love humanity. Fuck you. That's the best meme.
my algorithm is just irrevocably fucked up, so that's probably why I get those all the time.
I forgot
Guys, Mario's
Mario.
on
I
trial
forgot
right
Mario
now.
went to jail in this one.
Hey, he's on trial. He has to serve community service.
Oh, that's right. This is live footage of
I'll
Nuremberg.
never forget that
It
when
was
I
a
was
kangaroo court, but you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do.
Dude, I'll never forget that when I was a kid and there was the shot of him behind
Look at his
bars.
fucking face right now.
Put that on a wand. Actually, they do put that on.
He just had that exact face when he was behind bars. Like he did. It's like he wasn't even sad. He just
there he
didn't
is
give
in
a
his jail
shit.
cell. Look at his-
Yeah, this right here. This right here.
Dude, they
he's
let
literally
him-
in jail. He's just sitting there. He's like, fuck me.
I like how they let him have
Gotta
the
stay
fucking,
happy though.
They let him have the fucking flood device. Yeah.
Yeah, they just let him keep that. Like, imagine if you had a
Nintendo.
Glock when you're getting sentenced and they're just like, you fucking keep it.
This is how we do it in the Mushroom Kingdom. Pulls out a fucking gun.
So did he get arrested because he did
Pulls
all
out a
that in an
fire flower.
airport too?
What?
Like, did he get arrested because he did all that in an airport too?
No, it's because they think Bowser Jr. is him. Because Bowser Jr. is like a shitty
Like framing
disguise.
him?
Yeah.
In a really shitty disguise.
And you know what? That's hilarious too, because it's like, if this is canon, if there's a continuity here, how many fucking times has Mario saved the Mushroom Kingdom, and then one time one of the Koopalings uses a shitty disguise to imitate him and frame him, and they're like, oh, you're guilty. Like, they just throw all the other times that he saved them out the window.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's the only person that's ever stood up and helped everyone out. Pretty much.
1,000
Besides
times.
Luigi, pretty much.
He
and it's
saved
like,
Princess Peach like a dozen times.
They're like, no, he's
she
guilty.
herself is the judge at the trial and sentences him.
No, he dipped himself in chrome like one of those guys in Mad Max, I guess, today. He went crazy. I don't know. It's just arrest him.
He honestly deserved it. All those hundreds of other times he saved me from this other kingdom, Fuck that shit.
Fuck that,
Yeah, he did this.
Where's the proof? We'll know if you start slacking off.
Gonna have that egg right in the middle. That'll be the son of the burger. I find it to be very, it's like a masterpiece. Donut burger with an egg in the middle. That's it. And we'll start that process. We got some cheddar dogs. Those are actually almost done. So if anyone wants those for an appetizer. Dog appetizer.
Let's see that knife real quick, Sanabs.
Oh yeah, so this is my piece here. It's pretty sweet. Kind of lost the sheath. But yeah, it makes me really feel like a butcher. Really nice design. Does a pretty good job. Stick the finger right through here, you know. Spin that around. But yes, you need to sharpen this shit though.
It really would, yeah. Yeah, that's one thing we haven't touched upon yet either. It is a nice day out, but it's also muggy as hell.
Yep.
Like, in the setup for this was god-awful.
Yeah. It took us a bit.
Not to mention Mr. Kris spent like an hour and a half trying to pull like nails and chicken wire out of a post because he couldn't leave well enough alone.
Oh, our baked cameraman.
He's behind the camera right now smirking.
As they tend to do. Dude, that volcano
I'll tell you what,
in
he
the
did
back.
that shit though. He got that done.
He did.
He was covered in sweat afterwards, but he got that done.
Yeah.
You're gonna be talking about
you didn't
shit.
tell the other.
You know what that
Remember
looks like?
Shit.
You forgot.
No,
Remember
no.
his ass cheek that was on the ground?
Oh yeah, his ass print.
His ass print?
His ass sweat print on the brick. You know what that looks like? That looks like when you get a chocolate vanilla like swirl like soft serve from
dude,
Dairy
it looks so
Queen,
good.
and it starts melting together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you kind of make me want to eat that now, even though it's always been like mud to me before.
Well, it used to be my favorite, and then like a hot day like today, it would melt in like 2 minutes, and you would have that.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, chocolate vanilla swirl.
Chocolate
ass.
vanilla
On a day like today. I guess that's pretty accurate.
Oh, there he is.
Up there. There's the imposter.
Yep.
Sus.
She just grabs her. Peach is like, what the fuck?
She just lets that shit happen. What the fuck?
That was fucking hilarious. He just sprinted up and took her.
Dude,
Why
what if she
does-
actually thought that was the
I
real
gotta
Mario
ask
coming at
why
her
does
too?
Peach never fight back?
Maybe.
Right, especially when she kicks so much ass in
Yeah.
Smash Bros.
No, exactly.
She's like
And then
always one of the
and then
best
that new
characters.
Peach game they did and everything. It's like, why has she just been helpless this entire time then? Like,
When the Smash
she has
games
to do
make
very
her-
little to probably kind of fight back, or like literally right there, just like hit his back or something. She's not even doing that. She's just like, like freaking out. Like,
She expects you to help her, God. Her expectations have been just
That's-
messed
Yo,
up
did you
after
see
all
that
the years
wall
of
jump?
having to help.
that's just her and Mario's
That was
dynamic
just
now.
him showing off.
Yeah, he was showing off. He just styled on you. He just did like a fucking parkour move.
And you know what? I'm gonna fucking.
That guy, what's that guy doing? He's just jumping in place.
I love when they
He's
do
chill.
that. There's so many levels where they're just doing that. That's like how they spaz out. They just jump up in the air.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Mario! I'm sure I saw that person on the airstrip.
This was supposed to be my vacation.
Thanks, Princess Toadstool.
All right, guys. Do you want me to throw some Mario-themed questions at you?
Sure. Is this like trivia?
There's a little bit
Or
of
is
that
it
in
like
there, I
opinionated?
guess.
Okay.
But there's, it's personal opinion, some of them
All right.
too, and stuff like that. All right, I guess I'll do it to each specific person too.
Sure.
So Silas, what's your favorite level in Super Mario Sunshine and why?
Ooh, Super Mario Sunshine. I'm gonna say Pinata Village.
Yeah.
Personally.
Which one's that?
It is the level that. Hold on. I get a good camera view. Oh, that is the wrong button. but you see like up there.
He's using the flood to like point.
Like over there,
Where
on
the
that roof.
No,
there?
where the giant
volcano?
sprite. No, yeah, or like towards the volcano. You see where there's a golden arch over there, where there's a giant sun sprite, whatever it is, sunshine.
Oh yeah, the sprite. Oh yeah, you jump in when you jump into that one.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
on the very top there, it brings you to a nice tropical village that's like on a plateau surrounded by a crater and mushrooms underneath.
Dude, I just love this hub area, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just like Dan said, like kind of like Wind Waker's Island. Like I could just chill here, and it's just like the music and
Dude,
everything. The water physics in this game, like you're just like, holy shit, this is unmatched to this day.
Especially considering when it came out. That was the crazy thing about Wind Waker too, is the fact that you not only do you control the wind and where it takes you when you're on the ship, but also when you're out on the sea, like the water. Even though it looked cartoony and it still does to this day, it's just further proof that to me, art style and art direction will always trump
that's been
graphical
forgotten
fidelity.
kind of recently too, it seems like, unfortunately.
100%. Like
besides Nintendo.
Right, and that's why they always put, like, as much as Nintendo is kind of like,
that's why they don't care about 4K or anything like that. They're just like, well, our art style is going to hold up years from now anyway, even though it's not even 4K yet. Like,
they're always so consistently good with their art direction in every game they make. And then they got games like Legend of Zelda recently, which are kind of blending the two. Like they're getting to the point
like Breath of the Wild and Tears.
Right, yeah. Like they're getting to the point where their graphical fidelity is on point. And yet they don't sacrifice the art direction. You know what I mean? Because so many games these days just look samey.
I know.
Like they all just look like they're. Well, I mean, not to mention half of them are made in Unreal Engine 5, so they are samey.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's only so much you can do in the same engine.
There's been a lot of games like that recently, like Multiversus and.
That's actually something I'm kind of
games recently.
I'm kind of upset to hear, and Chris and I were actually just talking about this not too long ago. That Cyberpunk.
That was Unreal.
No. So CD Projekt Red.
That's their own engine, right?
It's called Red Engine. Yeah, they've been using that since Witcher 2, I think.
Okay.
But they are officially, for the next Witcher games and Cyberpunk games, moving to Unreal Engine. They're abandoning Red Engine. And Chris was kind of because maintaining
people they have working there now, probably it's easier for them to use. And
maintaining your own engine is like a whole other facet of running a company. Compared to just making games, because now you have to debug it, you have to make sure it's up to date, you have to continually do maintenance on it, you have to have people who are specifically trained in working with that engine. Because that's the thing with like Unity and Unreal Engine 5, anybody who goes to school for game design is going to be well versed in those engines, because those are like two of the most ubiquitous game engines.
And is it like when they like go from Unreal Engine 4 to 5 or something, it's pretty like easy to.
It's like it's like they barely change any of the actual like processes. It's just like the assets and stuff that are upgraded in the capabilities of the engine itself.
Okay, that makes
like
sense.
Lumen and whatnot.
Dude, I love this level too.
It's more of the melted chocolate vanilla swirl.
Wasn't this where PD Piranha?
Yes,
PD Piranha was introduced.
Dude, I'll never forget playing Super Mario. What is it? The baseball one.
Oh, Sluggers.
Let's play baseball games.
Oh, we gotta play that at some point.
PD Piranha, dude. You used to be a menace with PD Piranha. Every time he'd get up to bat with PD, he'd hit a home run like 95% of the time, I swear to God.
Bowser Jr. was pretty nasty in that game, too.
And it was just funny watching a piranha plant like run the bases. Like, that shit was so ridiculous.
Isn't Funky Kong in that, too?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Bored.
He just showed up because he was bored, man. Let him be.
So... Dan, you have a memorable moment from playing Super Mario Sunshine that stands out to you?
Besides right now, like I said,
this is standing out.
It's been like I said, it's been so long since I've played Sunshine. And it's funny, I really have no excuse because I own a Switch and I own 3D All Stars.
I know, I do too. I barely played this
I really should have played through all three of the games.
This is one of my favorite. This is probably my favorite Mario game of all time.
Oh, for me, it's Super Mario 64 easy.
Really?
To me, that's.
I never played that.
Super Mario 64 to me is not only one of my favorite Mario games ever. It's to me probably one of the greatest video games of all time.
Yeah.
Like just in terms of when you consider the context of when it came out and the innovations it made.
Yeah.
It's to me it's like a landslide. That and Ocarina of Time.
Oh, there's PD Piranha in the back.
It's funny how this and Wind Waker came out on GameCube, and both of these were kind of very divisive of the community, from what I've heard.
Really?
Yeah. Where like
fucking
nowadays,
love Wind Waker.
where nowadays, like, and even at the time, there was a group of like, oh, these games are amazing. But then there was a lot of people who were like, I hate this art style. And then with Mario
Yeah.
Sunshine, it was like, I hate this flood mechanic and stuff like that.
I can honestly, as somebody who didn't really, because Wind Waker, because of how old I was when the GameCube was like first coming out and getting popular, Wind Waker was my first Legend of Zelda game. A lot of people,
mine was Ocarina.
A lot of people, it was Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask or something like that. And then if you go a couple years later, it's Twilight Princess.
Dude, that food smells so good.
It does. It's just, it started coming down and wafting.
Chef, it smells good.
It smells yummy.
But I can understand as somebody who might have grown up with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, or like even more OG than that, like the original Legend of Zelda games, I can understand how...
I feel like the art style's always kind of changed, though. That's what, like,
that's what Legend of Zelda is all about.
Thing. Yeah.
The only Legend of Zelda game that's looked remotely realistic is Twilight Princess. Like, I'd say that was the most photorealistic art style they've ever had. It was.
So
it was after Wind Waker,
People are bitching. Just give them what they want. I don't know. Make it realistic graphics.
Twilight Princess is like one of my favorite Legend of Zelda games. Like, that shit is
I haven't
so
played
good.
That one.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude,
Ganondorf? It's fun.
Ganondorf has never been such a thug.
Yeah, isn't that the one he's in Smash?
That's
Yeah.
So
badass looking one.
The story of that in Twilight Princess with Ganon is that like he was the firstborn male Gerudo in like 1,000 years, which basically means he's destined to be king. And he was so powerful, there was this group of like wizards named the Six Sages who were so afraid of him and the prophecy of him taking over and becoming this all-powerful ruler that they concentrated all their power to make this sword.
So basically Kylo Ren in the new Star Wars movies. And
Don't you dare.
Basically, but
Don't you dare.
Basically, but even more
dare.
badass. Even more badass, because they concentrated all their power and effort to make this one sword with the sole purpose of killing him. And they summoned him to like a summit to basically like talk with him and like negotiate peace or whatever. And they tried to kill him with it. And they stabbed him through the chest. And his reaction was to grab it, rip it out of his chest, and go,
nah,
this is a cool sword, and kill them with it. He literally murdered them with the sword that they combined their efforts.
It was like a gift? Oh, thanks, guys.
It did leave a scar in his chest, and like every time you see him in Twilight Princess, you see his scar like glowing. So like it hurt him, but like it hurt him so little that he took it out of his chest and used it to kill the Six Sages. And when you fight him in Twilight Princess, that's what he uses to fight you.
Wow.
Is he uses the sword of the Six Sages.
That's sick.
It's like that white sword. And originally in Melee, he was going to use that sword as one of his weapons, but then
that's in Ultimate.
So that sword in Ultimate is even a different sword.
Oh,
that was a sword from the first build of Twilight Princess that they ever showed off.
Oh,
so it was like a prototype. That's like
so that's like
an Easter egg.
That's like a hidden kind of one.
Yeah, it's like an Easter egg. And so there are mods that people have made for like Melee on the PC for like emulators and stuff where they give him the sword of the Six Sages.
Sick.
But he's never used it.
That like Dolphin or something?
Yeah, I think so, like the Dolphin emulator.
I heard a lot of those were getting taken down recently or something.
If I'm remembering correctly, I think in Brawl, in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, there's actually, because you remember how Brawl had like the custom moves?
Yeah.
And so did Smash Bros. for Wii U and 3DS.
Yo.
I think there's a custom move you can give him where he uses the Sword of the Six Sages.
Huh.
I think.
I never even fucked around with those most of the time.
Oh, they're busted.
Controllers are just so fucking perfect for Smash already.
They banned those, like the custom moves in tournaments and stuff, because like some of them are so like easily better than the base moves that it's like if you just took a character and gave them their most broken, busted moves, you would take an already broken character and make them that much better.
Stick just on a button for easier access.
Basically, yeah. Oh, there he is.
Yep, there's the man.
Yup, Petey.
And now I'm gonna put a waterboard the bastard.
Talk!
Talk, you motherfucker! Where's the bomb?
Like you're Batman.
Alright, Silas, I got another question for you.
Aye?
Which character from Mario Sunshine do you think deserves their own spin-off game?
Petey.
As I live and breathe.
I was gonna say that.
The man, the legend right here. Doesn't get enough love. as I drown him.
His belly button looking dick there.
I drown him in dirty hose water. Like Alan.
I like how he flaps to get back up.
I like how he smacks himself, like, get back in the game. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Look at him. He looks like Audrey too.
He does.
really-
I think that was the whole like
Feasible?
inspired design for it.
I
pretty
wouldn't
much.
doubt it. Yeah.
Well,
God, him fucking doing that makes me gotta take a piss.
Did you do that? We literally did that right
I
before we
know.
started filming.
We had
Like
time.
that was the whole point of
I'll
us
hold
taking
it.
that
It's
break.
gonna be like the movie theaters. I'm just gonna hold it. But
well, I'm gonna style on his corpse.
You know, wave dash like it's melee.
Yeah, exactly. The disrespect.
Dude, you got a star. Good job, Simon.
Yes.
what's the
Dude.
music for those
Wait,
too?
hold on. This is the third star I've gotten.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention.
Oh,
I was,
God damn
I was too
it.
busy ranting about Zelda.
Silas, I love
Once
how you.
again,
I love how you
Mario
always.
gets
Shine.
overshadowed by Zelda.
Silas, I love how you always try to do the flip into the sprite. I always tried to do that
Style
too.
points. Style points.
You know what the funniest thing about you saying that though is? Do you know the Horizon series on PlayStation? The PlayStation
Oh, yeah.
exclusive, Zero Dawn and Forbidden West.
Mm,
Those games actually did get overshadowed by Legend of Zelda.
really?
Because, and like on accident too. So back when those games were first coming out, first it was Zero Dawn, obviously. Initially, Zero Dawn was going to be coming out in February, and Breath of the Wild was going to come out in January of that year,
Uh-huh.
the year that they came out. Breath of the Wild got delayed by a month and a half. So it actually ended up coming out like 2 weeks after Horizon Zero Dawn did. And so Horizon Zero Dawn came out, some people talked about it, and then Breath of the Wild came out and just broke the
Yeah, I know
internet.
people really liked Horizon too, but
And immediately no one was talking about Horizon anymore. And then literally the same thing happened with Forbidden West
'Cause
and Tears of the
Tears,
Kingdom.
yeah.
Because Tears of the Kingdom got delayed like a month and a half, and then it came out after Forbidden West.
they're like, "Shit, we did it again! Fuck!"
Skill issue.
So
Skill issue.
Forbidden West comes out, people are like, "Oh, this is pretty cool," and then
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom comes out, and you see all those videos of people making like fucking nuclear bombs with the in-game like like crafting system.
What would a PD Piranha game even be, Silas?
It would basically be you trying to spread your piranha babies everywhere.
Oh, so
It's like a Yoshi's Story or Yoshi's Island or whatever those ones kind of are almost.
The
It's
shit-
starting to sound like a villain game now that I'm actually describing
the
it.
shit that makes me sneeze every spring when the flowers are nutting everywhere. So you're saying it's PD Piranha's fault that I get allergies?
God
Peter
damn,
Piranha
Petey.
Jizz Adventures, yes.
You bastard. Okay.
Would you prefer
I'd
Jizz Journey?
play it.
Yeah.
Journey of the Jizz? You pick your poison.
Ew.
Come on, man.
Yuck.
How much would you spend on a game like that?
We're getting off camera talk now.
$20.
$20? Dude, this is fucking Nintendo we're talking about. You have a
Good
better
luck with
chance
that.
of seeing God himself. $20 for a brand new Nintendo game.
I'll play it.
What,
Play if
what the
it's-
fuck do you think we are?
Play if it's free bucks.
Bro, they charge $60 for 3 upscaled like like ports
Hey,
of N64
I was telling Silas,
games.
I was like, I wish they did this more though, because people I feel like kind of bitched with this one, but they were HD remasters, even though it was very low effort, clearly. But it does look great.
no, it does.
And it's 3 games, whereas some games like the Twilight Princess HD one they did, they're charging the
shit.
same amount. It's just one game.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
I there's nothing that infuriates me more than that because it's like,
For a game that was originally $50,
right, yeah, as Chris
It's
said,
60.
yeah.
it's
Or-
bumped up to 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Wii U, 60 on
For the same game just ported to the Switch. Like you're almost better, but you can't. It's actually more expensive if you don't have a Wii U because the Wii U had that weird like cyclical thing where it came out, everybody hated it, so they stopped producing it very quickly, and
Yep.
now suddenly Wii U's are like extremely rare
Yeah,
and
I sold
super
mine.
expensive.
I sold mine. I forgot when I first got Breath of the Wild in 2015, or no, sorry, Jesus, 2017. I was at college.
It's insane. It was 2017.
I know, right? So
Oh, is that
long
when you
ago.
were going to Westfield?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was at college, and I had a Wii U at the time, and the Switch had come out, but I was like, I'm not spending money on that, because at that point, all the Switch had was Breath of the Wild.
Right.
And I was like, why are they even doing this? I have a Wii U. It from what I've heard, it plays exactly the same pretty much on both. So I'll just get it on Wii U because I already have that, and I'll just wait to get Switch. And then I waited like another year and a half to get Switch.
Everyone was convinced they were doing the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. I remember that was like a lot of contention and like discussion online when
Mhm.
Tears of the Kingdom got delayed. They're like, oh, they're definitely delaying it because like this summer they're gonna announce like the Switch 2 or something or the Switch Pro.
People
and
have been
then
saying that for years, and they haven't done that.
apparently they did confirm that the successor to the Switch will be announced by the end of the year. Though, did you
Really?
see that? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've heard that for years, and then I just don't take it at this point where I'm just like, I feel like it's just people saying it's going to come out.
I mean,
but-
definitely double check me on that, but I'm
Yeah.
almost certain I did see a headline of that.
Side note: this is my favorite version of Blooper in any fucking video game.
Why? Because he's
This
like
one?
an eldritch horror.
Yes.
This is like a Bloodborne boss,
Dude,
like-
he's just
like
got
a
the quirky-
Briatus child of the cosmos looks just
They
like
stole
this.
the idea.
Yeah, I mean honestly,
And
It was,
also
it
the
was
fact that you
what's
can
his
just
face?
rip off its
Fucking
tentacles at
George
one
R.
time.
Martin was sitting there playing Mario Sunshine.
You just rip.
that's
its
Elden Ring.
You just rip.
Oh,
it.
Bloodborne was before George R. R.
Oh, that's
Martin.
right,
That's
yeah,
the
that's
PlayStation
right.
exclusive one
Yeah.
that they refuse to do anything with.
I know.
Sony's keeping that IP hostage.
Don't remind me. I'm still angry about that.
And it's have you seen like Miyazaki has answered like 3 questions in the past few months about how he and many others in FromSoft want to make a successor to Bloodborne, but it's like not up to them because Sony owns the IP.
Really?
Yeah. They said they would make another game for Bloodborne in a heartbeat, but they can't until Sony gives them the okay.
Huh.
Huh.
And of course Sony is just like jealously holding on to that IP. Like how you literally rip his arms
Yeah,
off and swing them around. Like that's metal for a freaking Nintendo game.
Metal, bro.
It is.
Dude, you know what the funny thing is? I'm just doing this out of fun now. Because there's
Literally toying with him.
because there's a cheat. You can if you're you can literally just grab his nose and do it like that. But I'm not gonna.
So what you're saying is he's just one of the easiest bosses in the game?
I mean, every boss to me is easy in this, other than
Ooh.
Did the chef get our orders?
I don't know.
I can leave and go tell him
like look.
it real quick.
Look at this.
Cool. So we're doing the margarita, the blackened burger, and the Bowser Jr.
Or actually, maybe we have someone from set that can go tell him.
Oh, we got Chris. Chris,
he does,
come here.
He does have a menu.
Chris, come here.
I sent him the menu, so
Get on camera. We got to see your handsome mug.
So I think we're doing the Mario Margarita, Bowser's Blackens, and the Bowser Jr. Fiery Lava. But they're literally
Observed in.
I sent them the menu. It's the first 3 ones.
Okay.
The first 3 ones.
Thanks, Chris.
See,
Thanks, bro.
this is why I can just torture him.
Wait, were you just holding his nose and he couldn't do anything?
I just ripped off his arms, and now he can't do anything, and is up to if I want to just wipe him out for once and for all.
Are you hearing this?
I
Leon?
tend to block out everything Silas
You
says.
gonna block out the sadism that's coming out of his mouth right now, bro? Look at this shit.
Sometimes it's just womp.
See, look as he
what
begs for help.
Look what he's doing to him.
He's torturing him,
What
bro.
the hell? Just kill him.
He's sick.
Fine, God.
Put him out of his misery already.
Yeah, see, you're all complaining. He's back for his
Oh,
second
he's
round.
inking.
See?
Oh, no.
He's inking.
Hey, yo.
You gotta
Oh, he grew all his legs back. Oh, shit.
Dude, rip
Yeah, you gonna clean that up? I didn't
Rip
think
King
so.
Rip King
This is a
Boo's
Mario
spicy
job.
pineapple burger.
Yeah, honestly. We'll try it at some point. Honestly,
There's so many other Mario
Chef
games.
Sanabs prepared like 7 burger patties, so
Yeah.
he'll have
He might
time
even
to
make that
it.
for himself.
Yeah, honestly.
But we'll see.
And there goes another one.
Because the chef's got to make some
Like
food
I'm
for himself
spazzing
too.
the fuck out. It's so funny. Man,
Alright.
it's awesome watching this because it's like I love watching people who have such a mastery over a game that they've played a bunch that they can just basically do it with their eyes shut. Like,
Dude, Silas is just speed running this right now. I
Literally.
feel like he's already done like 3 levels.
so I as you might know, I
He's
was
breaking records.
I was a huge fan of the Resident Evil 4 remake that came
Yo.
out last year because I'm a huge fan of the original Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, you've been playing the hell out of all those remakes, right?
Oh my god, I 100%
Into
into
the
RE4
ocean.
remake in like 2 weeks, and then
Yeah.
when the Ada stuff came out like separate ways last like September, I
Isn't that all
100% of
new?
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, sort of. It was new in the sense that they changed how the story unfolds and everything,
Mm.
but it was separate ways was in Resident Evil 4, OG
It just
Resident Evil
wasn't
4.
playable thing, but it was like
No, it
cutscenes or
was.
something?
No,
Oh.
it was. It wasn't playable in the original release.
Oh.
But in the subsequent releases they did on separate platforms like
Okay.
PC and PlayStation and stuff, they
an
included
Xbox
it.
360 or,
Yeah.
or 1 or whatever.
They included separate ways. Which is an argument a lot of people were making when people were like, "Oh, they're not including Separate Ways base game. They're just trying to get more money out of people." And it's like, did you forget that Separate Ways wasn't in
the
Resident Evil
original.
4 base game either,
Yeah.
like the original?
Oh.
Sometimes
not-
people will be
not
quick
to-
to forget.
Not to give any credit to Capcom because they are kind of bad.
Oh, they
when
will
it comes
be
to,
cheap.
when it comes to microtransactions, they're kind of bad. But
Yeah.
that being said, it's
Who isn't
great.
these days?
Dude,
Exactly.
I
It's
want to jump in that water right now.
right. It looks so refreshing. But anyway,
Blooper
I was playing one night and I was streaming to Discord and a friend was watching me, and there's like a point in the game where you're in the castle section of Resident Evil 4, which if anyone's played Resident Evil 4, you'll know that section probably intimately. Yeah, you, Kris. And there's a point in it where, so the cool thing about like little cutscenes and stuff where you can't control your character is they're rendered in real time. What that means is if you do something like throw a grenade, there's actually certain cutscenes you can interrupt.
Oh, so it's like Red Dead 2?
Right, so you can throw a
It's
grenade
in-engine.
and trigger the cutscene, and then the grenade will go off and actually interrupt what happens in the cutscene.
Those are so dope.
There's a room where like a Ganado, like a cultist, like one of the zombie, quote unquote, of that game, pulls a lever that like traps you on the bottom floor. But if you throw a flashbang before you go across the bridge, when he comes up to pull the lever, the flashbang goes off and stuns him and prevents him from lowering the bridge. So you could skip an entire section of the castle by doing that, and you just go get your thing and leave. And my buddy saw me do that, and as I was just playing in silence, he was like, wait. He was like, what the fuck did you just do? I was like,
skip that?
I was like, yeah, I just interrupted the cutscene. He's like, how the fuck did you know that? I was like, I watched a lot of speedruns, dude.
You just told him to shut the fuck up, basically, and was done with it.
You learn
Speaking of,
things.
this is like speaking of Resident Evil 4, this is like the jet ski escape at the end right here.
Oh,
That's probably where they got the inspiration from. Oh, look at him. Look at him skipping entire portions of the track by
Like
jumping
it's a Mario
over.
Kart, like it's a Mario Kart one or something.
That's awesome. Goal.
All right, ready for the next question?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Is this directed to me?
Trying to find one that'd be good to direct towards you since you haven't played this a lot.
Sorry.
I guess you could answer this one. How do you feel about the flood as a gameplay mechanic, like the thing on his
Oh,
back?
it's fucking awesome.
Right?
Like that's so bringing up like what I talked about with Super Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time and how they revolutionize games just with all the mechanics they introduced. Like the lock-on system in Ocarina of Time is used to this day. Like
was that kind of one of the first to do
it
something
was.
like that?
No
too?
game
Yeah, that's
before
right.
had like ever done something like that.
It's pretty shitty in that game now. It's not terrible. It's just very. It's like
It's choppy.
It's like when GTA first did like the lock-on thing.
But in the context of when Ocarina of Time came out, that was like, whoa. Like what? Like nobody had ever done that.
Before you just had to hit the thing.
Exactly. And most of the time there were games where you couldn't control the vertical plane of the camera, only horizontal.
Dude, 'cause I was talking about this the other day, and this I don't know if this game was one of them, but it was a lot of GameCube, PS2 era. Remember how much of a bitch it used to be, like where sometimes the controls would be inverted or something?
Yeah,
and there was
and there's no option to
You're
change
like,
it.
No!
They just assumed everybody liked that. I hate inverted controls.
I remember there's I think it's I have Manhunt on PS5 or PS4, I guess technically both, and then I have it on Xbox too because it's backwards compatible. They made it backwards compatible kind of recently though, and I remember for the longest time I only had the PlayStation one, and it literally doesn't even though it's a port, it doesn't have that as an option.
So fucking dumb.
To invert the control. It was in
Talk about
everything.
laziness.
But then for some reason, the Xbox one, that's not an upgrade or anything. It's the original Xbox version. But that version of it, you can invert the controls.
The fuck?
So and then now it's.
But in the port, you can't.
No.
What?
So yeah, the series.
Well, that just proves that they ported an older version of the game and just
Yup.
didn't give a shit.
Exactly. Wait, what?
No,
Why?
no, I'm curious to know though.
It's because of flight simulators.
Oh
So I was,
Jesus,
I was gonna say that, yeah.
Because pitch and yaw, if you want to go up, you press, or you want to go down, you press forward. If you want to go up, you pull back.
Like playing those sort of things on PC or something, like using
Makes
a joystick.
a lot of sense. I never thought about that. Regardless, though, that has no place in a shooter. When you want to point up in real life, you go up. You don't go down.
Took time to standardize it.
I just got distracted by discussion.
Yeah,
about fuck.
no, but look how good that water looks.
I know.
You're right, though. Like,
Yeah,
especially
it
in a
looked this
game
good
this
back in
old.
the day, even
I
though this is
know.
the Switch version.
That's some nice water, guy.
That is some
Some
nice
water.
water. Yeah, like
water. I would drink that water. It looks
like-
like Baja
it's like
Blast.
it's like Quarter Crew, dude. Like whenever they talk about like visual effects in a film, and especially if it's CG water, like if water can't. If they can't tell the difference between practical and CG water, that's when you know it's really good
Right.
simulated water. Because I remember there was they were talking about the newest Avatar film.
That's all real though, isn't it? Or most
Yes
of
and
it?
no.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to figure it out on the show, and then they actually had a guy who came in, who was like one of the directors. He was like the production overseer of
Didn't
the
James
visual
Cameron
effects.
like literally rent out like a place and it's filled with water or some shit?
Yes, but the guy went on to explain that like not every shot they did practically was the final shot they used. They filmed every scene underwater and in water practically, but they didn't always use all of that because it sometimes there's certain effects that you can't get with practical that you want with like visual
For other
effects.
things that are going on with the scene, like
Right.
visual, like or special effects they're doing.
But the thing is, if you film it practically and you keep the virtual camera for the visual effects in the same place, you've just made life for your VFX artists so much easier because now they have practical elements that they can match everything with. So they know exactly how the lighting is, they know exactly how the movement's going to be, etc., etc. And so it just ends up with a way better final product because you're not guessing. If you see crappy CGI in a film, odds are they didn't do any pre-visualization. And so the VFX artists were given like a storyboard and they were told, do this and this
like,
and this.
all right, that was probably the Flash.
Right, and they were like, okay, we'll do our
How
best.
shitty that CGI was.
And they're like, all right, Captain, you got it. And like what you see is the best product that they could get with like zero information. You know what I mean? The more information you give a VFX artist at the end of the day, and this works for video games too.
Yeah.
Like this isn't just like films where that medium is like important.
No,
like,
exactly.
like
Especially nowadays with the graphics being so lifelike. Like
and
it's
most
like
things are done with mocap.
Yeah.
Yeah, having practical elements and having like real life actors that are filmed doing these things, I'm sure that's how they got. I mean, you've seen behind the scenes footage of Red Dead Redemption 2 and games like that, and Last of Us. You know, they're in those whole mocap suits, but they're also acting out everything in the scene. You know what I mean?
True.
So like when the animators are doing their thing with the character models, they
It's
have
like LA Noire too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They have
kind of
like
applied that after that game, I think, with most of their games.
Exactly. They have a practical element that they can look at and be like, oh, so he's going to do this exact motion.
Yeah.
Cool. I know how to simulate the cloth and everything I need to simulate for that motion from this angle.
True.
So it just makes life way easier for them.
No, that makes sense.
But to swing it back to the original question you asked me, yes, the flood mechanic in this game is... Yeah, I know that was like 10 minutes ago.
Do you know what the flood even stands for?
I forget, but I used to know.
Do you know, Silas?
It's like FLUDD, right?
Yep.
I forget, yeah.
I forget.
Flash Liquidizer Ultra Dousing Device.
Nice.
But yeah, I think honestly that's kind of what I loved about this game as a kid. Like how you had the different settings on it too, on the back. Like there was that one that could like blast you up in the air like a jetpack.
Yep. There's no game like the Mario series that has managed to cover like basically every genre you can think of.
Oh, totally.
They've done RPGs, they've done action adventure, they've done
horror,
platformers. Obviously, they
Luigi's
like
Mansion.
invented platformers.
Can't wait for that Mario dating simulator.
Oh Jesus Christ!
That could be Peach's next game.
Oh boy.
Bro.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Maybe that
boy.
could be Daisy's game or something.
Yo, Daisy over Peach 100% of the time. Like I've always,
Luigi.
Luigi.
Wah.
Waluigi needs to get his own game.
Rico.
But yeah, I was always a fan of it.
Rico
Don't really
Hobbler.
get why it was controversial. I mean, it was obviously like different from the other Mario games, but totally fit the setting of this game, everything it was trying to do.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated it as a kid. I always thought it was a really fun mechanic to play around with.
Oh yeah.
All right, Silas, does Super Mario Sunshine, playing it now, does this bring back any specific memories from your childhood or gaming past?
Yeah. Days I should have been outside and I was playing this instead.
Bruh. I feel that so hard.
Yeah, I was probably doing the same thing at my grandmother's house or my own house.
Oh my God.
I was playing GameCube or SNES or N64
Seeing-
constantly.
Can I steal the mic?
Oh
Yes.
boy, we got a Chris guest star,
Because it
guys.
does actually give me a very fond memory of my childhood. I was living in Fall River at the time, and it's the first time I met my cousin. Because I'm married into the family. My cousin's also married into the same family, and it was the first time. It was like almost like both our dads were having a little adopted son play date. And so he came over, and I was playing Mario Sunshine in the living room. and I was on like the second major mission there where the cruise ship is docked and you have to go and you have to take on the octopus that's polluted the water and stuff like that.
Silas just did that.
So he just did that, and so I was struggling. I could not beat the octopus boss. I couldn't do it. Trying for like hours. My cousin Patrick wasn't my cousin quite yet at the time, but it was the first time I was meeting him. He came over. He's like, "Oh, hey, can I have a turn?" And I was like, "Sure." I was like, "Just like." Don't beat it on me.
Yikes.
And so he's
too
playing,
bad.
and I run to the bathroom and I come back from the bathroom and he had beaten it. And I was so mad. I must have been like 6 years old. I was so mad. I went to my room. I went to my room and I grabbed this Nerf gun. And you know what the Nerf gun was shaped as? What? It was shaped as the flare gun from the Atlantis movie by Disney.
Fuck
So it had this big foam dart that it used as a bullet. And I loaded it up. And I went out there and I shot him right in the eye. And I was grounded for like 2 weeks after. And that's how me and my cousin Patrick first met. Are you really gonna skip that one up though, bro?
Yes.
But either way, that's how me and my cousin first met, and we've been battling ever since. You know, constantly. Every time we see each other.
That was the beginning of the war, and you haven't signed an
even in
armistice
our
since.
20s, probably in our 30s and 40s. Every time we see each other, we're gonna start wrestling. It's just how
awesome.
it goes. And I'm gonna shoot him in the eye. You know?
I
Still got that Atlantis
shit.
gun?
Fuck.
No, that is long gone.
Yikes.
But yeah, so I just had to bring that up since it was a very specific
We've
memory.
got Silas's
with this
kryptonite
game right
platforming.
Oh, that's awesome.
How dare you?
Memories with this game, especially
Don't say
with
that.
Silas. Like we played this all the time when we were
Hey,
younger.
Kris.
Bye, Kris. Thanks for the story. That was kind of what I was looking for, was something a little more like personal or something. So
I'm sorry I didn't give anything personal.
Well, you know, it's
such a better story.
I was gonna follow up, and I'm glad he shared that story because as much as you said like, oh, time I should have been outside, I agree with that to a degree, but also like, I know I wouldn't be the same person I am today without video games. To be entirely honest, for better and for worse, you know what I mean. Like I'm not gonna sit here.
it has its downsides. That
Right,
it's caused,
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like the changes were 100% positive.
but it's
'cause that's
also
just not the
formed so
truth.
much of like our personality and humor and a lot of that.
Oh, I'm
sort of
not
stuff.
digging
in
at
our
it.
relationship. I mean, look what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
You know, we're 26, 27 years old, and we're just like,
and still revisiting this game from like literally 20 years
and hey,
ago, I think.
hey, you know what, Silas? We're outside.
Yes.
Look,
yes.
look, they're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah,
like you
parents can't bitch at us anymore.
You can enjoy video games while enjoying the great outdoors and the soup air and the humidity and sweating from every orifice on your body.
Oh yeah, you can still have a blast.
Exactly.
That was like Florida.
You just need a ridiculous setup
Yup.
that took way too long to get together. Wink, wink.
Dude, we'll get it. We're gonna speed run it next time. We're gonna get it down in like 2 seconds. You drip down your
No.
crotch, bro?
There you go.
No.
No.
No. Maybe.
Chris, come suck it out.
Oh, hey. Oh.
Hey, oh.
Turn into a different video. Nice.
The good thing is these shorts are 100% polyester.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so.
Unlike the
I mean,
bags
what?
that Bethesda made for Fallout.
Oh, when they were supposed to be canvas and they were like polyurethane.
Yeah.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Why you gotta?
I was having
depress me like
a
that,
great
bro?
fucking day, and then you had to bring that up.
All right.
I was the guy who ordered that too.
Dan, let's see if there's another question can get for you.
Word. Both Marty and I had the Centennial or the Bicentennial edition pre-ordered. Oh boy. Here comes Chef Sanabs, bro. We got our food.
King.
What do we got here? Chef?
Mario Margarita Burger.
Which one?
Oh.
I heard you say that.
What's that one?
Right.
You lost track of them.
This one?
Just in time.
I should use different buns.
This is the Mario Margarita.
Which one's the Bowser Jr.?
For the Bowser Jr. That would
Oh
be
my God.
This one here.
Thank you, sir.
This smells fucking amazing.
Oh, they're
this
so.
is the
Oh, you did the
sunshine.
buns nice and grilled too. That's
Oh,
the
the
sunshine.
sunshine.
Here, let me put the. Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna be honest.
This is what you get. I came up with
All right.
my own.
I'm gonna
Well-
make. You're gonna love them anyways. You're gonna love them
So-
either way.
You guys,
I was
Yeah.
like,
Say-
you know what,
going for a bite at
Sunshine
the same
I mean,
time?
I got the Bowser, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Can I share the microphone
said
with
my
you a little
favorite.
bit?
Yeah, here we go. All right, ready? Let's go.
Oh, that's
It's
the.
like, boy,
Yeah,
my favorite
Yeah.
is definitely the sunshine.
yeah.
Got some egg in the
Chef
middle.
Sanabs,
of
you
that.
got done yourself.
Good choice. Good choice with the sunshine.
I
Oh,
appreciate that.
Holy
Appreciate
crap!
thank you, chef.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially
and
that
it's,
one.
it's
dude.
exactly what I want. It's like spicy and it's like crispy.
Yeah.
It's like a burger
so-
pizza.
That one had actually the Memphis, so that one's a little special with the spicy because it had the that was the Bowser Jr. You said, right? So that had like the lava and such. So I was like, all right, this one's got to be.
Oh,
an
it's
extra bit of
fantastic.
spicy. Don't have
Chef,
pepper,
thank
so
you.
I got that Memphis pounded on there.
That's how you know it's legit.
Actually,
Because Silas
looked-
paused the
dude,
game.
It actually looked like a lava burger.
Gamer moment.
It literally is red. Like, look at the bun. Like, you probably can't see
Yeah,
this on the
that's
camera.
the
Maybe you can,
Memphis.
but it's like the bun is literally getting stained red.
There's a lava. Dude,
Oh, look at
that's
that.
perfect. Not even planned.
It's
That
delicious. You got the
just-
buns
the way
perfectly
magic happens.
toasted.
It just happens. Magic. You know.
Well, Marty wants the close up.
And
Some good shit.
should put that song on.
That's a good right there.
That's the good.
I'm amazed that it's not like it's like juicy, but it's not dripping everywhere.
Yeah, that's one, that comes with the double pepper jack. That's why.
That's
it's
crazy.
Extra cheese stacked,
That's crazy.
melted in there.
Hello.
Thank you, Chef.
Is there any other than those? That's the sunshine, the lava, and then that's the margarita. Anyone else want like a sunshine? Want to try that? Has an egg in the middle of it.
You're my
It's got a
sunshine.
It's got an egg.
Mozzarella cheese on one side, pepper jack on the other.
Oh my god, you're gonna
That's
turn
what-
me
that's
into
what
a
that one
you're
is.
gonna turn me into a fucking glutton, dude.
That's what that one was. It had pepper
Mozzarella
jack on
and
one side,
egg?
and then mozzarella on the other, pancaking into the egg, and the egg's in the middle, kind of cooked through it.
That sounds incredible.
Amazing.
He's looking at the
You gotta
camera like
try
it
it.
is incredible. Yeah.
Gotta try it. It is a must-have. There's like 4 or 5 more of those I can go make.
This is one of the best burgers I've ever
and
had.
eat them. It's the second time I heard you say that.
It's true both
And
times.
shit.
Nice
It's
catch.
not really too consistent, you know. It's like sometimes I'll make them awesome, and then all of a sudden the next time I'm like,
And sometimes it's like, what did I do different this time? This is incredible.
yeah, that's the.
Chef, do you want to just
The old
run through
chefs.
those ingredients again, looking at the camera?
Yeah, so
So
keep punching that. So I pretty much just throw everything I love in there. Throw a good, garlic, herb. I got a big combination, but then I'll just eventually just do a good bit of each, a little bit of everything, which is usually my, it's kind of my stomach's motto. Like for a long
Get a
time.
little
It's
bit
like,
of everything.
I also want
A little bit of everything.
Give me a little bit of everything, and yeah, so get that garlic and herb, especially that. That's always the freaking like that. It just has a whole bunch of different
They're
seasonings.
doing really good with the
Like it has a
spices
combination of the
recently.
salt,
The
pepper,
spices are just
paprika.
goddamn.
I mean, most
Keeps my
paprika was in that
tongue
Memphis one.
entertained.
So
With
that would be
not to mention
the
the patties
sunshine
are
burger.
perfectly done too.
Mm-hmm.
I cut a hole after cooking the burger pretty much through. I cut a hole
was
in the
good.
middle of it, like a donut.
I
and
can
then
only
drop
imagine
an
looking
egg
at
in the
you.
middle of it.
Oh my god, I want to try
Sometimes depends
Yeah,
on
like
how
I
big
need
the
another
burger is.
burger.
Obviously, the bigger the burger, easier it is. But they're all pretty average size. So you kind of gotta like make sure the egg doesn't try and spill out and make a mess. So I finesse in there, and then it cooks over. You kind of keep it all together, and then toss the cheese on top. Flip it over. Toss the cheese on the other side. That's the sunshine burger. Along with all the seasonings, everything pretty
It's like
much
the
got
first thing
seasoned
I've
with
ever eaten
everything.
today.
So.
Holy shit, really?
Well,
Yeah.
yes,
The ones
sir.
that called
Haven't eaten
for
the
the
thing
extra
since-
spice, like the Bowser Jr. lava,
Look
that I need to buy more of the Memphis
Who's up there first?
rub.
Probably,
Dry rub.
probably Silas. Yeah, it's gone.
And yep, just like the sunshine. Today's gone. And
You are my sunshine.
My only sunshine.
You too, dog. You're all my sunshine.
You make me
Ain't
happy.
no sunshine
when skies are gray.
Sanabs is gone.
So I was unbelievably
Actually,
delicious.
I
Thank
do
you.
Also, so I'll end with the margarita one. Be real quick, because I don't know if I might have left the grill on up there. It might be burning the burgers. I know I put it on a low, but I don't know.
Oh shit!
So-
Fire!
Burning
but
down the
yeah,
house.
took this, seasoned it up real good. With everything I said before, the garlic herb, all that Italian seasoning, and put mozzarella cheese, good few chunks of the mozzarella cheese, fresh mozzarella cheese on there, and then sliced up some tomatoes, put it on there, and bada boom, bada bang. Flipped it over, melted the
Did
cheese.
you use the shredded
Amazing.
mozzarella for this?
No, I used the other one.
The
Oh, that was so
Nice.
freaking
Chunks.
good. I needed
Nice.
that.
I'm satisfied.
Yeah,
Oh my
the-
God.
Definitely has a different.
Unbelievably. Yum.
Nothing's
Chef
better than
Sanabs,
fresh, dude.
will you split a sunshine with me? Because like I don't think I could eat another whole burger, but I want to try the sunshine.
Make sure those aren't on
Thank
fire.
you.
All right, cool.
Thank you, chef.
Thank you, chef.
Thank you, chef.
Compliments to the
Good
chef.
checking in on you.
Tip-
You're wondering if you had burnt the
Tip
house
your chef
down
and
yet.
waitress.
I saw him coming. I saw him coming with those patties, and I was like, "Oh boy, here we go." Wow, that was unbelievable.
Well, time to go torture Blooper again after having
That's
a
what
great
life's all
meal.
about, man.
Oh yeah, torturing the wild.
Good
Good
Chilling,
times,
eating
good
food,
friends, good food.
Chilling and grilling.
Whoa, drift compatible.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
nice.
Unison Bronius.
Nice.
How you guys feeling? You feeling satisfied?
Dude, that was one of the best burgers I've
That was
ever had.
fucking. That was delicious. Yeah,
A meal to be remembered.
a meal exactly.
Chef all never disappoints.
No, he does not. And hopefully we're gonna have Chef Sanabs serving up some amazing grilled meats and other kinds of foods in the future.
Yes.
But for today, that is, I think, about it. I hope you guys
Think so.
enjoyed all of the talk. I had a great time being a special guest here with the hosts of Two Pos in a Pod, Leon and Silas. Please go check out their podcast whenever you get a chance. They have Two Pos in a Pod as well as Spoiled It. We're going to have more episodes coming at you guys in the near future. For everything GrilledTV, we thank you very much for joining us, and please have a wonderful rest of your day.
Peace.